It's time for a brand new adventure with Drew Pendous and his mighty penultimate. In today's episode, Drew time travels to ancient Egypt. Now kids, be sure to keep a lookout for these shiny gold coins hidden in today's episode. Tell us in the comments below how many you found. It was field trip day at Cool School, and Drew and his buddies visited the museum so they could learn all about Egypt.
Drew, who is your mummy?
Ah! The mummy! It's alive!
You should have seen your face. It's alive! You wouldn't have survived a day in real Egypt.
Not funny, Ella. You know you're not supposed to mess with mummies, or they come to haunt you. Some even steal your favorite sneakers.
I'll share my sneakers with a mummy any day. They don't scare me.
Hey guys, look! The famous Egyptian Sphinx. It's true, the nose is missing. Legend has it, it's still hidden somewhere in Egypt, and whoever finds it will be granted any wish they want.
No way! Like a trip to the Bahamas, or world peace, or an Xbox?
Yep, anything you like. That's the rumor anyway.
All right, kids, come on, time for the next exhibit. Ooh, I wonder who crafted that lovely headpiece.
The legend sure does sound cool. I've always wanted to go to Egypt. Maybe if I just...
Then Drew sketched the awesomest time machine ever.
Drew, we're all waiting for... Hey, what's going on here?
I was just hanging out in this time machine.
Whoa! You're going back in time to ancient Egypt to track down the missing nose and get granted any wish you want and go down in history forever, aren't you?
Maybe.
Well, not without me, you aren't.
So off they went, way back in time until BAM! They finally arrived in ancient Egypt, just as the Great Sphinx was being built.
Hey, look, up there.
Someone was standing on top of the Sphinx. Drew pulled out his penultimate and sketched a giant bucket of dried leaves.
What? Camels like this stuff. You don't fly, do you?
They flew way up to the tippity top of the Sphinx.
Wait a minute, I thought the Sphinx didn't have a nose.
Uh-oh, something didn't smell right, kids.
The evil Ray Blank? I should have known he was behind this. Stop right there, evil Ray. You can't just erase noses off of Sphinxes. That's super not cool. Oh yeah? Who's gonna stop me?
Ray jumped down into a tunnel. Drew and Ella were hot on his heels.
Boo! Ah! Ha! Give up yet? Quick, we can't let him get away. First darkness, now frogs. What's next? Of course, locusts. This Egypt place is crazy. Come on, this way.
They finally reached the end of the long, dark tunnel when Drew spotted a giant mummy case.
I think it's alive.
And I think I have an idea. Whoa! Let me out of here. You're not done with me yet. You'll pay for this. Let me out.
Phew, that was a close one. Where are my sneakers?
I told you not to mess with mummies.
Drew? Run!
We better get out of here.
Drew sketched a giant elevator that he used to lift them way up to the top of the tunnel and back onto the top of the Sphinx. Nice work, Drew.
Where have you two been? You missed all the cool stuff we learned about Egypt.
You know, I never noticed that the Sphinx had such a pronounced nose.
Well, kids, Drew saved the day once again. Ray Blank was captured in a mummy case, and the Sphinx finally got a nose. Kinda. We may have to fix that. Moral of the story, boys and girls, try time traveling the next time you're looking for a missing nose. And be sure not to mess with mummies. They're notorious sneaker takers. And I hope you didn't forget to count those gold coins. Let's see how many you can find. Found number 1. And there's 2. Ooh, found a 3rd. There's another one. That makes 4. And hope you didn't miss number 5 hidden just over there. If you found all 5, let us know below.
A special shout out to everyone that suggested I travel back in time. And to Nadine and Zachary for suggesting I draw an elevator. What great ideas!
Be sure to comment what Drew should draw in his next adventure.
And don't forget to subscribe. Bye!